Okay, it's just easier for me to hold this to show. Okay, on the whiteboard you can see it easier. Now, this, I'm declaring like this is the most materialistic place. This is the energy center in your backbone around the waist. When you're standing up, it goes from your feet all the way to the waist. Then it goes up in increments. Navel, okay, that's around above the stomach, right? This is I always like this. This is around 440, 440. This is around 300. Okay, this one right here is around 300, the bottom one. 440, this one. Then you're coming up. The best part of this one is 528, where the heart sits. Going all the way up, and then around 800 or 900. Let's put 900. That's even includes above your head. So now what? They are chakras, but they're chakras united here. This union here is eternality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, there's more. There's more. Okay, so those places you could say are famous character here, right? Our famous character here, and there's another famous character here. Huh? And this is a snake's head, and this is a snake's head. Yes, the crosses around 7 times. There's more crossing, but there's crossing identified at least 7 times. This is the doctor symbol. This is the doctor symbol, and most doctors use it, and they don't even know what it actually is. It's a symbol of eternality. It's the 8. We just cut the 8 right there. We cut the 8 right there. Okay. Now we got 2 8s. Lay them down and say, that's the eternality symbol. Everything has to come in. That's what doctors are for. They're supposed to know the universe. They're supposed to know all these things. So, now, we've got it. This could be at the smallest, at a very micro position, or it could be at the largest. This could be, but this function is always there. One cannot exist without the other. So one would say that fission and fusion are totally opposing each other. No. Nothing can be totally opposing. It always has to come into the other to grab energy. But it's actually not even coming into the other. It's going into the realm of trying to write and hold his phone. Entropy. What is this entropy? They don't tell you, but they don't know. They don't see. They don't feel. They don't hear. They don't even in their mind understand. They don't even in their intelligence understand. Even in their ego, they can't understand entropy. That's the crossing point. That's eternality. That's the disappearing point of energy. Now they know, and not when I'm saying they know, scientists and everything, persons that should know, they know any equation that they make, anything that they're trying to state. When they do the equation, it looks beautiful on paper. You know, x plus y equals, but in that equal point, that's entropy. In that equal point, some energy disappears. Some energy disappears at that point. That is eternality. That every energy at every level, from the universes altogether to the atoms altogether, they always have to come here constantly, eternally. They don't want to use it. Elon Musk and them, they are dominated. They are totally dominated by this. But they just turn their face to the side and say, oh, it's just science. But they don't know. But Einstein, I'm not glorifying Einstein because I don't know him personally and everything, but Einstein, even when he was a young boy, he set up half an hour of meditation on what you would call God. Not knowing what God was, not declaring that only this person knows and that person knows, not doing anything like that, but searching. I want to know what the Supreme is. So when he was dying, he told the people around him that he was very sad because for all this time he was looking for what time was. Yes, he wanted to know time. But everybody says, oh, I know time. Well, you don't. Because you know only your time factor. And what's the use of your time factor? If you admit that there are many universes, what is the use of your time factor? Your time factor isn't even your universe's time. Celestial time, one day of celestial time is equal to 6 months of our time. Makes you feel bad, you know. One day of theirs is 6 months of ours. So we are just such a small thing in this universe. Well, then consider the universes. We are very small. And time itself has no time factor. Without a time factor, you've got what is called homogeneous. There's no space. You can't draw a dot and then another dot and measurements. You can't draw it. You can't move this dot and move it and get time. So you have no space and you have no time. That they gave it a name, they don't know it, they know that it exists. And another thing that they don't like about it is that it is increasing. Yeah. Entropy is going up and up. Although entropy is the place where it's rejuvenated, every time it goes around, it loses entropy here to a certain extent, and then coming out, it gets its entropy for the next stage. So the cycle is up, and now the entropy is going down. So let's just use a little bit of thinking. I can't get that entropy to go up. How is that entropy? Even beyond my planet, my universe, my universes, this has the only possibility for this to go back up is something beyond even the universes. You know, I don't like to push the fact, but let's just call it the eternality. Give it a personality or whatever you want to do with it. But the eternality has to rearrange everything and get it going to get up again. No other choice. That's how the cycle, the different cycles. But they always hide. You can always see eternality in the smallest thing. You can see eternality in the largest things, but they always hide. And then worse than that is those that can identify it don't want to tell you, because they have to tell you that they don't know anything about it. They can't say it doesn't exist, because the famous one, trying to write with one hand, E equals MC squared. Squared, come on. Okay, MC squared, right? Equals MC squared. Entropy is not identified here. It's there, they know it. They don't want to tell you. So we are in right now we're always in a decline. So we are in a decline. Can you see something like this? Well, I'm telling you, you can. I grew up and I was, not, maybe since 8th grade, I grew up in Holloman Air Force Base. That's right next to White Sands Missile Range. That's where they tested the atom bomb and everything. So and my father was in the Air Force, so I was right in the midst of all these people for quite a while. Look at the atom bomb. You ask them, tell me why the smoke goes into itself. It looks as if the mushroom is being made, but the smoke is going back into itself. We have two functions. The function of fission. Fission, breaking. By forcibly breaking something, energy comes out. We have the function of fusion. By uniting things, you can take it to the higher sphere. So we got fusion and fission. The atom bomb has to have them both. In the smoke, in the ultimate of the atom bomb, you have to have some indication of fusion. In the blowing up, right? 9/11. In the blowing up of those two, look at the smoke. The smoke is going into itself. It looks like it wants to go back into the building. Well, that is because fusion, in that one, fusion was the major part and fission was the minor part. So even in the case of great things like that, like a fusion aspect in the Twin Towers, that's what they produced, and the fission aspect within the atom bomb, they always have to reconnect. Always having to reconnect. This is all of no value if you don't come to the understanding of that temporary existence cannot have any cognition. You can't have any cognition of it without eternal existence. A person can yell up and down and tell the whole world that he's an atheist, but his whole body is showing me that that it's united with the eternal existence. And remember, Rahu is bringing you into this material world, and Ketu is taking you out of this material world. Just for a from red or infrared going up to ultraviolet. So, a little difficult. I'm going to try to put these two videos together. If I don't, I'll just put them out with a first part and a second part. But I wanted to get this done before the day starts and doing other things. I mean, I got to make a commercial here too, and I hope you're seeing my face. Yeah. I have to pay for putting this on YouTube. And even just to make this, so much cost goes in. I may not have even butter to put on the bread. So my email is saunakadas, all small letters. I'll write it in the title, saunakadas@gmail.com. Use everything you have here. But if you got some benefit, pay for it. You know, it's not that you're looking at a very rich person with a very good mobile. It's just somebody trying to do something just to help wake up, not to convert. There's no reason to convert, but just to keep on existing here in this world. Just send something. I can see how I can do this. But it's saunakadas@gmail. That's S like in Sam, A like in Albert, U like in Uncle, N like in Nancy, A like in Albert, K like in Kathy. Yeah, a lot of girls' names. K like in Kathy. Sorry. A like in apple. A like in apple. D like in dog. A like in apple. D-A-S. And S, sorry, I'm laughing too much. Okay, S like in Sally. So that's saunakadas@gmail.com. And I would appreciate something. By email, I can send you all my info if you're interested. And of course, I put out other videos. If somebody wants to, and if they can make money off of anything that I put out, it's yours. You just go ahead. I don't have any mentality of copyright. Anything that I know has been given to me, and I'm grateful that it's been given to me, but it's not mine. So as much as possible, I try to give it out. Go ahead and do that, and I hope you're able to see my face here. Thank you very much.